want a crazy story before we finish up with some picks here?
Yes.
Um, I can't make this stuff up. There's a sheriff in Kentucky charged this week with his second DUI in less than a year. He was allegedly driving a tractor down Main Street intoxicated. This is not just some guy. He's the sheriff of the county.
Roscoe P. Coltrane. No,
Can't make this up.
you really can't, Larry. I mean, this is stuff that you can only see this. This is real life because even they can't even make this stuff up on reality shows. What actually happens in reality?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, really, this is reelect him.
Hey,
He's going to win in a
almost have to.
landslide, I predict.
He may be more popular now. Think about it.
yeah,
Did
yeah.
you see how well he drove that tractor drunk?
I couldn't do that. Exactly.
He drives
Yeah,
safer drunk than when he's not drunk.
Yeah, the citation said he refused to take a field sobriety test. So, yeah, so there you go. So it's
Was it a cornfield
all right.
sobriety test?
Yeah, charged with operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol, and the motor vehicle was a tractor. So, let that sink in. All right, college football. Yes, week 1. Let's get some picks from you guys. Let's start with Clemson, Georgia. Who you got?
It's Clemson needs to make a statement, but I just don't see it. I think Georgia's too good. I think they're going to win this game. But I think if Clemson can win this game, I think they become a team that is in the mix to win that national title because they have a pretty easy route to get through the ACC. Compared to what when we see FSU being down. So this is a huge game for them. Georgia has a lot of chances for quality wins down, even if they lose this game. But I really think Georgia is the team to beat here, and they're going to win this one.
Yeah, I think Kirby Smart wants to. I think he wants to maybe set the tone for the season, and I think this one could actually get out of hand if Clemson loses control here because I don't think Kirby's going to have any sense of responsibility to make this look good.
No. And why should he? I mean, I totally agree with you. Yeah, I got to go Georgia in this. I mean, let us not forget that Georgia, might have been the second best team in the entire country last year. They just came up short, in one game, but they've literally lost one game in 3 years. They keep finding a way to do it, and I'm not going to bet against them. I'll go Bulldogs in that one. USC and LSU.
This is an interesting game because I think it's going to be a shootout, right? I mean, it's going to be which team gets the ball last type of game. I really think Lincoln Riley's great on offense, and they're not so good on defense. So I think both these teams need this win. So I think it's going to be competitive, come down to the wire. But I'll take LSU to beat USC.
Yeah, I don't see USC winning this. I don't trust a Caleb Williams less Lincoln Riley. And I think LSU has some talent. Will they be able to stop anybody on the defensive side? Well, if they can, they may be a team that's underrated. If they can't, they'll be fun to watch because that offense has got high octane.
Yeah, I've got to go LSU as well. I agree with you guys. And I think that, Lincoln Riley may be exposed just a bit out in LA. And to your point, Caleb Williams isn't there to bail him out. I agree with that. So I'll go Tigers on that one as well. Not to copy you guys, but it's the way it is. All right. This is kind of the toughest one, I think. Notre Dame, Texas A&M. Jimbo Fisher is out. Does it make a difference for the Aggies?
And I think that, if you just line it up and you just say this talent versus that talent, I think you could pick Texas A&M. But it's a new culture. It's a new setup, new coach and trying to figure it out. I think Notre Dame has some stability. I like Marcus Freeman. I think they're going to be very good defensively. So I'm going with the Irish. I'm going with the Irish to beat Texas A&M.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to go the other way. I actually think Texas A&M is going to – this will be their big game. They're excited. The only time that this coach will be, Elko will be his first game as head coach. I think A&M's actually going to pull this one out.
Yeah, our producer, Tony Cordero, I know is not going to like me for saying this, but I'm going A&M as well on this. Notre Dame with 2 freshmen on the offensive line, and I think that A&M has some stability they didn't have under Jimbo. Elko proved he could do it, at Duke. He knows the culture of this program. And I'm going to go with the upset. A&M takes it. So we'll check in next week and see how we did. Brad always wins every year. So it's
and
probably
now
Notre Dame.
he's keeping. I noticed he was writing all these down.
He's keeping score. You know, he's coming up in November. He's going to remind us that he's like, 27-3 or something. So yeah. That's what he does. Yeah. Oh, I know. We're confident of that. And we got to run another great show in the books. Hopefully you had as much fun as we did with this one. For all the guys, we appreciate it. Thanks for everyone who came by and made this show special. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe out there. Enjoy the games. Football is here and we're loving it. We'll talk to you next week. Same time, same station.